resisting a situation, and somebody is sitting there, but we're kind of resisting what it is they perhaps want us to do. And we feel very emotional inside, but we're smiling on the outside. Do we just sit there and observe it and try to become more aware?
No, not try to become aware, not try to observe it. Immediately you're aware of it. You see, the moment you say the moment you say to yourself, I am aware being, playing this human role, and you begin to feel it, something reverberates, something resonates and says, yes. Why do you need to do anything? That awareness now becomes complete. I don't need to observe anything. I don't need to say, oh, what should I do? Or, you know, nothing. You're just aware of it.
And in that awareness, you're actually separating yourself from it.
Yes.
Completely. The being is separated from the human presentation.
That's right, yeah. So awareness is not separate. And the awareness of something, there's no one that you're aware of. You see what I mean? Like, for example, if you say, I'm going to observe it, then you are doing something. You're observing that. And then you create a duality. So then it becomes a tension, becomes a stress, becomes something to do, becomes an effort. And it blocks you from the relationship with what you are with. But when you are with someone, you feel that total oneness, that total being. Everybody is you in a different form, but we're all the same life, the same one life. You see, just a different outlook, different outlook, different appearance, but we're all the same. So when you're aware of that, you allow them the space to be themselves without judging, without making it wrong, and it's just a judgment. Whatever the person is saying.
Response.
Was that?
Then there would not be such
there would be no
response.
No, there would be no.
More authentic.
Yeah, and your smile would be warm and loving, because you're not judging the person. You're not making them wrong. They are where they are because that's where they are, and that's okay. You see, and we have no, you know, like for sometimes seekers, spiritual seekers, they begin to develop a certain attitude, which is a form of fundamentalism too. And they say, oh, I must change my husband, or I must change my neighbor, or they shouldn't think like this, they shouldn't be. And we begin to think that, and that has to drop, because love does not judge. You see? It is what it is. Everything is what it is. And everything is fine as it is. You see, people are people, and they're coming from what they believe. And when you don't come from a belief, but from seeing, you see, then you come from peace. And then there's never judgment, just love. Now you might say, but am I being better than them because I know better? No, you don't know better. If you have a child and it can't write, it can't read, it can't even talk, you mean to tell me that you don't love it because it sees limited? Oh, of course not. So see it in that same way. In the very same way that everything is just what it is. And there's tremendous beauty. There's tremendous beauty in animals. And when you love them, the intelligence that they begin to show staggers you. I mean, we have a cat, and I've always had dogs in my life, and I love all animals, you know. But this is the first experience with a cat, and this cat is something else. I talk to it. He looks at me, you know. We play hide and seek, and yeah. And I have to whistle, and he comes right on my face. Anyway, but what I'm saying is, I don't want to talk about my cat, but it's just a living entity, and it's amazing through love how it can trust and how it can return that love and become love itself. So everybody responds to love, because every living thing is love. Now you might say, every living thing is love? Yes. Is the tree love? Yes. Is the flower love? Yes. Are the plants love? Yes. And as a matter of fact, it's been proven that you can talk to plants, and you can play special music, and they grow better. And this is not Why is that? If everything is love, if everything is that energy of love, then what does that tell us?
That everything is perfect.
Everything is alive, isn't it? Everything is, yeah, you can say that everything is perfect, even in its, not in the imperfection. Yeah, right. Even in imperfection,
Is perfect.
it's perfect. Because all striving of imperfection is trying to reach perfection. For example, somebody who's unhappy. Why are they unhappy? Because they want to be happy. You see? Somebody is judgmental because they're judging themselves. They think there's a better way. See, so whatever we're doing in our unawareness, we still want to go home. We still want what is love. But when we realize we already love, then we begin to seek it. And the seeking of love becomes the problem of relations. You see, 98% of all relationships are codependent. What does it mean? It means I want you to love me before I can love you. You see? That's not love. Needy love is not love. Because you're telling yourself, I am not love, I need love. Yeah.
Is that the same when you the sentence you said before, that we become codependent when we don't realize we're loved? Do you not even go that way when you realize you never left love to begin with?
That's right, you never left
home.
love.
You never left home,
No.
which is God, which is love.
Right, you never left it, because if you left it, who is it that wants love in the first place? It is love, but you're not aware that it is love. You want love, you see, but you seek it out there. But who is it that is seeking it? A part of you that recognizes you are love, but you haven't consciously recognized it. But it's there. It's just like that heart knocking at your door. Come on, wake up, wake up. I'm here. Yeah. So everything that is done considered bad, that can bring insanity, that can bring criminal action, can bring war, it doesn't matter what it still comes initially from that need to be good, that need to be better, that need to feel good. Yeah. But it won't work, because you cannot improve on that which is. That's a big one. All my life I wanted to be better. I had to be the best. Because when I was a kid, I was abused by a priest. I suffered sexual abuse, and it left a scar, a very deep scar. So in my teenage years, I wanted to be really good in gymnastics and boxing and wrestling. I had to be the best to win approval of people. You see, to be a winner. And what was I striving? Because I wanted to be better, because I was thinking of myself as, there's something wrong, I feel guilty, I must be bad to have this happen to me. And of course I never talked about it, so I kept it all inside, which drove me nuts. But you see, I wasn't being bad. And the priest who did what he did, he wasn't bad. He was a subject of his religion that says sex is bad. You see? And so he stifled that very sexual energy that needed expression, which drove him crazy. So nobody is bad, it's just that we don't know how to channel energy.